Hello world, good morning and good afternoon, good evening. Quickly, I want to teach us how to do HTTP server configuration or Google server configuration. I'll be needing four server, this one, this one, this one, this one, then a switch to connect them together. So and then CP I can add to this computer. Let me add some to this computer so that we can have more than three computer. I'm going to the end device, so let me add to the number of computer we have. So let me arrange them. Then I think I'm adding two to it, so we have three there before, so I'm trying to adjust their position so for proper arrangements. So now you can see I've used cable to connect others through the switches, through this one switch rather. So let me go and do the cabling to connect the two additional systems. So from the switch I'm using automatic cable. I've connected one, then the last computer. So it's the same way I connected all these devices, picking the devices and using the automatic cable to connect. You can connect it in any way, but this is the way me I've chosen to do it, so that for the sake of this video right now. So the reason why I will be needing these four servers is that I will use one as DNS server, I will use one as the DHCP server, use one as Google server or HTTP server, and the last one as a Yahoo server. So let me quickly go and give them names so that for easier identification. Now this is our DNS server. So as you can see, it's appearing here already. So this is our DHCP server. So it's already appearing here, and then this one is our Google server. This one is our Google server. Let's type Google is our Google server, and let's make this one our Yahoo server. Yahoo. So as you can see now, it's displaying the name now: DNS server, DHCP server, Google server, and Yahoo server. Now the next thing is to quickly go and configure the IP address for all of them. Let's start from Google server. So we are going to the desktop portion. So you can see the IP address is not there, so we want to configure the IP address 192.168.1.1. so that is for Google server. Then the second one, Yahoo server, let's go to the desktop to configure the IP address 192.168.1.2, since the Google server was .2, so .1, so this one will be .2. So as you can see, let's go to the next one, the third server. We're going to the desktop to configure the IP address 192.168.1.3, since the last one was .2. So and then the fourth server, which is our DNS server, so let's configure its IP address as well. So we have already done that already. So there is .1, .2, .3, .4. So the DNS server is .4. So now the DNS server portion of this of all the server, we have the same DNS server IP address. You can see on the DNS server the IP address is .1.4, and then the DNS server portion is also .1.4. so this same IP address, we use it on all other servers. Let me open for DHCP. So now this DNS server of the DHCP server, so I have to clear this 0 and put the DNS server IP address, which is 192.168.1.4. so that is that. So let's go to Google server, and at the DNS portion of the Google server, we also put the same, so that they can communicate, we put the same DNS server IP address 168.1.4. so that is that. Let's go to Yahoo. So the DNS server portion of the Yahoo will also collect the same IP address of the DNS server IP address. So 192.168.1.4. I think that is that. So if you check now, this is our DNS server. You see the IP address of this DNS server, the domain name server. Then look at the DNS server portion, the same IP address. So that same IP address, we use it on other server. Look at it on Dhcp server 1.1.4. Then check it here too on the Google server 1.4 at the DNS server portion, and then you can also see it on Yahoo, so 1.4. But remember, the Yahoo server has its own IP address, but the DNS server portion of all other server have that DNS server, so that they can communicate with this same language. So I hope you understand that. So having done that, so we need to go and configure the DHCP dynamic IP address, so that all the system can have their automatic IP address. So we are going to the DHCP Disney. So the IP we are on the DHCP portion now. So on the DHCP portion, we go to the on the DHCP server, we are going to the service portion. We're going to the, let me go to the config, and then here Ethernet. So we have this. So now let's go to the service portion, and then implement okay, sorry, let me quickly go to so we are here now. Then the DNS version, the Ethernet version. Okay, this one is done already. Now this place, we are going to, let me on the DHCP, so that we can have what we should have here. So you can see what we have here now. So the starting IP address here is 0, but I want it to start from 10. As you can see now, I've put 10. So that means if this DHCP is assigning dynamic automatic IP address to the devices on this topology, it will start from 10. So that's why I removed 0 to put 10 there. So, and then having done that, so let's save what we have here. So I'm saving it. So that is that. There are another things that, okay, let me quickly go to desktop, the CP version, and request for that automatic IP address. So you can see .1.10. So because I've told him that the IP address, automatic IP address, should start from 10. So now this one's having .1.10. So the next one should be .11. Is requesting successful .11. You can see now, and this one too, successful .12. Then the next one should be .13. Let's go and request for it. So DHCP, you click on the DHCP, so to request for automatic IP address .13. So the next one should be .14. Okay, this is what we did now. So the last one is this. So you click on the DHCP instead of static, which is manual. So DHCP is automatic. You can see .1.14 is perfect. So that means we have successfully configured the DHCP automatic IP address allocation. And now, so let's go back to DNS server and configure the Google and Yahoo IP address and the rest. So this is DNS server. Just let's go to the DNS and make sure the DNS is on. Okay, DNS is on. So let's add the domain name. It's asking for the name. So the domain name www. No, I'm using capital. Let me use smaller than www.google.com. So www.google. This is IP address now. This where sorry, I made mistake there. So www.google.com. Then the IP address of that Google server is 192.168.1.1. If you can still remember. So we have done this on www.google.com. Then the IP address of that Google server is this. So there we can add it here. We have successfully had it. So you can still add any other. This okay, that is that. You can decide to add any other IP address, but I think the Yahoo is also has been added. Yes, has been added. The Google domain has been added. So I think we are done with this place. Just let us save it. I will save it. So that is done already. So let me go to the Google server portion. I think we are almost done. So at this Google server portion, we make sure that HTTP is on. So HTTP is on, as you can see now. It's on here. Okay, let me go to Yahoo. At the service portion, we should make sure that the HTTP is also on. So HTTP is on at the Yahoo server as well. So I think by now we are good to go. So let's test run and see what. Then let me go back to this Google server. So you can see different file. We have index.html file. You can decide to edit what is here and you can leave it like that. So let me go and do the. So I think I've put the code of my own complaint here. Ordinarily, this is a Cisco packet. At the end of the day, if you leave it as a default configuration there, you see welcome to Cisco, which is rating here. So let me just remove Cisco name there so that it will just be my company. Welcome to my welcome. So you may leave it. It depends on it depends on you. So if it is your choice to leave it like that, you can leave it like that. But I'm just trying to make sure that it's my own company name that is appearing by time is displaying a website after we are done with the configuration. So so I've removed Cisco something, but you can leave it as a default. It will just tell you welcome to Cisco, but I want it to use my name, my company name, welcome to Transfer Global Limited, and all that. So I think I'm done with that. So you can save it, click save down, you can save there. Say I want to overwrite what is there, say yes, overwrite it. So I think that is done. So let's go to any of the computer and try to browse and see what is going to come out. So I'm on PC 0. So the first computer is 0. So let me go to configure the desktop portion. There, the desktop portion, you go to web browser, click on this so that you can try browsing. So I'm expecting the thing to open. You know why it's delaying. Let me wait a little bit. So I'm waiting for the thing to open. Open, please. I don't know why it's delaying. Just give me a few minutes for this thing to complete the booting. Okay, it's there already. So we're on the web browser portion of that. This is a Google server. So this is actually not where we are coming. We want to browse from another device. Sorry for that mistake. I think that was why it was delayed. So we are going to google.com, www.google.com. Okay, that is that. So let's just send. Wow, you can see Transfer Tech Solution. Welcome to Transfer Global Limited, and the rest you can see. Wow. So that is it. So you can still test this one. Others, this piece is 0. Let's test it on the other system and see. So let's go to web browser and do the same thing. So I'm waiting for this thing to open. It's opening. Just wait for a few minutes for the thing to finish booting. Wow, it has opened. And then let's browse www. So google.com. Yeah, we have the same thing. Wow, you can see. Welcome to Transfer Global Limited. That's the name of my company. You can see. So it's working perfectly well. So you can do the same thing to search for Yahoo on any of the system. So you can decide to go and browse for Yahoo, and then you see what will give us. So let's wait for the thing to finish booting. So I think let's check now. I think it would have finished booting now. Wow. So www.yahoo.com. Let's browse it. Wow, you can see my Yahoo site. Welcome to Transfer Tech Solution Yahoo. You can see. So it means we successfully configured the Yahoo server, and we have successfully configured the Google server or the HTTP server successfully. So thank you for watching. Like this video and follow me to see, in order for you to be able to see more of this video that train us to become an expert or cybersecurity expert, network expert, and network engineering works will be done more on this platform. So thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye.